Hi guys, welcome to I don't know, a special show, off the cuff. Just decided to do it. I felt like you guys needed it. So this reading is going to be for really anyone who has a partner who has gone silent on them, okay? Who just cut off communication or what have you. And I'm doing this because so many of my subscribers, you guys are going through this. You know, I had the energy too, and I also felt like cutting off my energy to certain people. So, you know, besides the planetary action, which I just don't have enough knowledge in. So, I don't know if anybody watches this, maybe they can tell us what planetary effects are happening. I know Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn are in retrograde. That's all I really know. So I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to say stuff that I don't know. I know I watch like Varush and you know, see what's going on with the planets, but then I forget. You know, maybe I'm meant to forget. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm meant to just stick to what I do and send you guys to her to watch that part of it. So I do know there's something going on in the skies that are really affecting a lot of people. But so this reading is specifically for those who have someone who have gone silent on them or have just broken away with really no explanation. So I'm just going to ask the cards, I'm going to ask the universe if they can fill us in on that. And I'm going to get started, okay? I'm completely letting my intuition guide me on the type of spread I'm going to do. Like in my head, I'm still thinking, what do I want to do? But I decided just to hit record and get this moving. I'm in the Northeast and in America, and I have to tell you, it's like 80 some degrees out, and I am not complaining, but oh my God, I don't have central air, and of course I haven't put the air conditioning in yet. So it's rather hot, rather hot. And I can't leave the window open here in my office because there's a lot of traffic. So I might be sweating a little here. Okay, so Spirit, what we're here today for is just for any clarification on what's going on with partners who are just kind of going silent on their loved ones or their potential partners, you know, whatever the case may be. Give some more clarity into that. You know, what do we need to know? Is there energy that we can use during this time period? And guys, I do feel it's only for a period of time. I don't feel like this is something that's going to last, but yet I have so many people going through this that I just had to do this reading. All right. We want to know the ones that are going silent. What do we need to know about it? What can we know? What's the best energy for us? Okay, I just decided what kind of spread I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this down, way down so you can see. All right, so this is really going to be for the female energy. And this is going to be for the male energy. We're going to do a romance angel card right in between. By the way, these cards here are Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. And, oh my God, I always forget who she collaborated with on this deck. I'm sorry, but I know they're by Doreen, so you could definitely look it up by that. Okay, let's begin. The Star. So right off the bat, some of you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. Look at the male. 5 of Air. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, so for some of you, you're definitely dealing, you're in a karmic relationship. This is someone you have lived a previous life with. I feel the feminine energy is, you know, more positive, more in that dreamlike state. Definitely wanting to go ahead and start to make long-term plans, you know, that kind of thing. Because I feel the female is more in tune with the understanding that this is someone from a past. This is a karmic relationship. Where the male, with the 5 of Air, I feel like they are in a state of review. You know, I feel like they're trying to figure out your motives. You know, like, you're trying to figure out if you're the right choice or not for some of you. Now, some of you, you could be Aquarius or dealing with Aquarius. Like I said, you certainly don't have to be either, you know, because this could be also Leo. And Taurus. So, you know, you see how it's more or less just if the energy fits. So, yeah, so the male here is really, well, he's kind of in hermit stage. Kind of. Because when we go into the hermit phase, we're looking for spiritual guidance. I don't so much feel like they're looking for spiritual guidance. So for some of you, I do feel like this could definitely be a Taurus. It could be another earth sign too, but I'm saying that because, let's face it, you know, even in tarot, you know, if you know your tarot cards, like the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest moving energies. And then if you look at Earth is, you know, it's more about, well, you know, I mean, earth signs are described as people who are all about the details. And that is true. But don't let anybody tell you that an earth sign cannot see the big picture too, because they certainly can. So I feel like for some of you, you are if you're the male, you're just kind of in this mode of, is she the right one? Is he the right one? I feel there's some out there who are, this might be more Taurus, who Well, I feel that some of you have gone from the friendship stage into the lover stage. So chances are you've had sex with this person. You want to get an earth sign? Don't have sex with them until you got them. And I don't mean hold back, but what I mean is if you think like they do, you know, if you think like the person, if you look at their perspective and how they think about things, how they rationalize things in their head, we could get so much further ahead, you know, just knowing, you know, what each sign, the best of their characteristics and their worst, because we all have them. So anyways, I feel like this person right now, whether it's definitely male. Now, you can be male or female over here, it doesn't matter, okay? It's just if you're picking up, you know, if you're in, or you're carrying more of the feminine qualities right now, you would be over here, okay? So yeah, he's reviewing his options. He's looking at your motives. He wants to make sure it's a wise choice. I also feel like he is feeling the energy that you feel from this past life relationship. But I don't feel he's quite understanding, what is this? What am I feeling? So, okay, well, so what I just heard is exactly, the word exactly, exactly. So what that means is, though you may be picking up on this energies, okay, this, you know, this person might be my soulmate, or this person is my soulmate, or, you know, whatever energy you're putting out there. And I feel like you're putting out optimistic energy. And they're putting out this energy of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. It's like, just make a choice, you know? Make a choice. Because I feel like you're going to be fine. Because I don't feel you should wait too long, you know? 5 weeks is popping out to me. I don't know. It's like, wait 5 weeks and bam. You don't have a decision within 5 weeks, I'm gone. Maybe it's 5 days. So anyways, that's what they're doing right now. They're in that mode of making decisions, and you're in the mode of like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. I am ready to, you know, if all works out, to make these long-term plans with you. You know, I feel like feminine, you know you're on the right path. And the masculine is just doesn't know. I feel like he's watching your actions, though. Even though some of you may not be even talking at this point. And again, this reading is not for people who have had a fight and then, well, I mean, it can be. I don't know. This popped out that way, so I'm taking them. You know, it can be someone who had a fight and then communication just got turned off. But I feel you are over here like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Did I do something? I don't even know. We have the ego on the feminine side. And, you know, the ego is just, number one, it's easy to be pushed into our ego, right? When someone shuts off communication, our imagination goes wild. I mean, you know, we're spirit having a human experience, but we're human, you know, like our brain has chemicals and dopamine, serotonin, and, you know, let's face it, like, can you die from a broken heart? Well, maybe, because let's think about stories of, you know, elderly couples who one passes away and with hours the next passes away, which I think is the most beautiful thing in the world. I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. So I'm just going to get right back on Ego. Ego, oh, it's the fear. You know, it's fear. It is understandable. I feel some of you now, where you were feeling so positive, you are completely the opposite. It's like all you have now are negative or fear-based thoughts. And just be careful of that, okay? Because, you know, you can manifest that way also. And I feel like we are all in this beautiful time of manifestation. It's up to us, but we can manifest hardship too. I mean, I don't blame you. And then on the male side, I have the Queen of Cups. So for some, this is a water sign, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I'm just moving around, sorry. Because I'm hot. So I like that the Queen of Water showed up here. You do not have to be a water sign, okay? You do not have to be a water sign. This is an open reading. So putting signs on anything, you know, is beyond what the meaning of the reading will be, okay? So if you feel the need to insert, you know, if you're the Queen of Cups, or if you're Scorpio, you know, and this scenario is fitting you perfect, then that's exactly what this is. But for the majority, what it is I feel that this partner. Now, when I'm saying partner, I'm feeling it all across the board. I'm feeling, you know, just started dating. You know, you've gone out like 5, 6, 7 dates, and then communication stops. For some of you, you are in a relationship with this person, and communication stops. I don't feel it so much in marriage, because, you know, honestly, I feel like if you're married to the person, I would just come out and ask them, you know, what the hell? You know, why'd you take me from this beautiful, happy state, you know, where I felt everything was coming true, to now, in this negative, fear-based state again? What the hell? That's what I would do. Just be honest, you know, be honest with me. But I do think for the majority, they are coming back around. For some, I feel like they just really needed this time to reflect. I don't like the way in which they chose to do it, you know, to pull back. They could have very easily said, and I feel some did, but for the majority, I feel like, you know, they just pulled back, where they could have very easily said, give me a moment, you know, let me reflect upon this. Yes, I do care about you, but, you know, to make long-term plans, I need more time. Now, I have to be honest, maybe some of you, someone did say that to you, and you either don't want to give them more time, or it's too stressful for you. Now, that is your option, right? So you each have your own options, like you each have free will to do what you want. So I feel here it's like, are you going to accept what they're going to tell you? And for the majority, I do feel like they are coming back around, and they decide, yes, yes, I do want to take this further. So I think it's very important that you get out of this negative-based energy. Okay, guys? No matter what, even if you have not heard back, I'm asking you, please get out of this negative fear energy. Go about your day. Do your thing. And keep yourself busy. Keep yourself happy. You know, I've been feeling low lately, and I was like, this is bullshit. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I do know why, but, you know, I knew I had to change. I was starting to think negative things. So I watched The Hangover last night, and I laughed my ass off. And I have to tell you, and I've seen it before, but it's just one of the most hilarious movies. I love it. And it completely changed the way I feel now. Like that negative energy is gone. So I'm recommending that for some of you. You know, like a really funny movie, whatever that is to you, or however you can get yourself to laugh, to dance. Put on some music, but make sure the music is uplifting. No love songs, no sad love songs. What's that song Elton John does? You know, it's about another love song, another sad love song, something like that. So upbeat, upbeat, upbeat. And then dance your asses off. Because that's going to change your energy. And I feel like that's all you need. You know? That's all you need. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next. See what's going on with the next group. Page of Earth. Feminine. Page of Water. I kind of like that. I kind of like that we have 2 pages here. See what's in the middle. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So let's just say what's on the board first. Some of you may be some of you may be doing an earth sign. Now, maybe, I don't know. Some of you may be interested in an earth sign and soulmate. Look at the energy here. No wonder the energy's like, you know, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Because it's hey, let's face it, when you find your soulmate and you fall in love and you've had a hard past, I can tell you a million times, you know, you need to forgive, you need to do this and this, that, and you do. But, you know, as humans, our goal is to get to unconditional love, right? But even getting to the unconditional love leaves our heart unprotected sometimes. And that's okay. It's meant to be unprotected. We're meant to hurt. Our heart is meant to hurt for a period. Because how can we empathize with anyone else if our heart never gets broken? So just understand that. And a lot of times when our heart gets broken, it can be our fault. It can be, you know, because not every relationship is meant to last a lifetime, period. You know, so sometimes people come in and there's a purpose to them, you know, but their purpose was short. And us as humans, we want to hang on and hang on, even though we know it's not serving us. Okay, well, I'm feeling 2 different energies here. Okay, so I do feel like I'm talking more to the earth signs now. And, you know, because it's pages, and, you know, this is a very specific spread, so we are looking at these cards, you know, each and every way. So some of you, I feel you're both young. And I feel you're an earth sign, feminine earth, and male water. Okay? I do feel for some of you, very few, that someone new has entered into their life. And this is why they've cut off communication. Because I feel that, okay, well, I'm just going to say it, I feel like they don't have the balls to be honest. Just weird. I just noticed this in the background. And, I mean, I know she's an angel, but she looks so angry to me. I don't know if it's just me. Like, she looks pissed off. And just the action that's going around her, it looks like, and this is a nice card, but it looks like she's pissed off and she's screaming and yelling like she's in rage. So I feel this may be one of their fears. If I'm honest, I'm going to have to deal with this energy. So they're not honest. And of course, some of you feel this is your soulmate. But I'll be honest, for those who are dealing with that, and I feel like you are young, okay? Because I feel like you are 25 at the most. And the reason why I'm saying that is not just because of the pages, but also because I feel this is the energy of learning. You know, like this is the energy of, unfortunately, having to get our hearts broke. But at the same time, I want to go back and tell you, where you feel this person is your soulmate, they're not your soulmate. So in one way, even though it sucks the way they're doing it, you are being set free. And I know right now you're saying, I don't want to be set free. I heard you. I don't want to be set free. But trust me, think of me as like your mother. You know, been here, done that. You do. You do want to be set free from this person. Because this person's not serving your highest good. They don't have your highest good in mind. Matter of fact, they'd rather go silent than face the music. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. For the ones I'm talking to right now, I need to break this down a little bit more because I don't want every 25-year-old out there thinking, oh my God, my person's with another person. No. I feel like who I'm talking to, this is weird. This is weird. I feel like you have been through a tornado. Now, whether that's an actual tornado or it's just a tornado of emotions, but I feel like it's more of a physical, actual tornado, or you have been through or close to something, some type of, I want to say terror from Mother Earth, because it does feel like terror. Now, I don't feel like you lost anyone, anything like that, but I feel like you were witness of it. I mean, this could be a hurricane, this could be a tornado. It's not like a bad rainfall. I mean, this is, you know, something pretty major. Could have been any time in your life. I feel Spirit's just trying to bring this, you know, like, get this to the right people. Now, if you haven't experienced it, maybe the masculine has. Okay? Because that's very specific. So, if that fits you, I'm very sorry, but listen, I don't think they're coming back. I do feel there's a new person. But on the other end of that, the good news is they are not your soulmate. They are not a soulmate. They were a free will choice, okay? Free will choice for you. Your soulmate has yet to arrive. So that's good news, okay? So try your best just to let this energy go. Now, for others of you, I feel like almost just the same as here, where, you know, they've, listen, I feel some have pulled away because of their schedule, and that's not an excuse, but I feel like their schedule along top with energy that they're dealing with has caused them to go silent. But yet I do feel that they will reconnect with you. Okay, let's do a card on that. I'm not really feeling twin flame up here, guys. Doesn't mean it's not. I'm just not feeling it. But my spirit guides also know I'm one of, you know, I'm the type of reader where I don't want to say it unless I know it. Like, I don't want to say, oh yeah, this is your twin flame. You know, at this moment right now, I have no clue. I don't feel it at all. I do feel karmic. Which, listen, I mean, they're all beautiful, right? So, you know, if you're waiting for me to say twin flame, then again, it doesn't mean it's not. I'm just saying I don't feel it. Okay, so I want to know both pages, Spirit, both pages. Both pages here. By the way, for those who I just talked about, you know, 25 and under, where this masculine has, well, somebody new came into their life. I'm not saying that they're like boyfriend and girlfriend now kind of thing, but I do feel like it's over. I have to tell you, I feel for you that Spirit's saying this is really a time for you to be working on your foundation anyway. It's like you need to build up your own foundation, and your soulmate will come. Okay, so, well, that's nice. That's a good. Nine of Water. Beautiful. Nine of Water and the Star, like, I don't know. They just feel like the same card to me. Seven of Water. Four of Water. Whew, I'm sweating. I'm gonna, like, fan myself with one of my cards. I feel like I'm in the South. I wish I was in the South. I love Savannah. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to be, you know, like, I want to move. I want to move. Like, I want to pick up and just go somewhere. So, I'm looking for a nice, cute, small town that has some type of water. I love the mountains, too. So, if you live, I don't know why I said Savannah. I love Savannah. I visited Savannah. I was on vacation one time in Hilton Head and went to Savannah. Oh, my God, it's just beautiful. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. Just while I'm fanning myself for a second. So, yeah, I've been looking at, like, you know, different, like, cost of living, because I want to go somewhere it's cheap. I don't want to be house poor. I want to be fun poor. Okay. All right, so on the page of Earth, so on the feminine, you know, it took me so many years to say that word, feminine, feminine. I don't know why. We have the Nine of Waters, Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. Nine of Cups is about your dreams coming true. You know, this is telling me that what's going on here is very soon to end. You know, it's kind of like, it's just like in a holding pattern right now. Another decision. Look at the masculine. They're all in decision mode. I feel like he's saying there's so many moving parts here. Definitely in decision mode. And then listen, with the Four of Waters here, right on the Soulmate card, we're only talking about right here. I feel like they are starting to really open their eyes. You know, open their eyes to the possibilities. So I feel like here it's just more fear. Not fear. I shouldn't have said fear. Because I'm not feeling fear. I'm feeling... I feel that the masculine feels over here that, you know, he's doing the right thing by checking out for a moment because he's in decision mode. So for some of you, you know, they may feel this is okay. I feel like I feel like they're coming back very soon. Like they're starting communication very soon again, because I don't know if you said to them, you know, listen, you either let me know what's going on or I'm moving on. Because that's what I'm feeling like, okay, I can't, like, I feel the masculine's like, okay, I can't keep, not keep, but I feel like he's asking himself, what is it that I'm afraid of? Because there's definitely love. What is it that I'm afraid of? Am I afraid of the lifetime commitment? Am I afraid that once I'm in this relationship for good, boredom follows? The days of playing, having fun, go away. This person has definitely been in a bad relationship before. Perhaps a marriage where there was discontentment in that marriage. And this is what they're thinking about. So I feel like some of them have been with someone else. You notice this is all water here, all cups, on cup with earth. Huh. You know, this is a clear signal of what happens when we don't clear our past, when we allow our past to affect our present, because that's what they're doing right now. They are thinking back to relationships. I feel some a marriage, and how, you know, they weren't happy in it. They were bored in it. You know, maybe they're not even seeing their part in it, because I feel like, listen, if you're the male listening, I feel like you need your heart chakra cleansed. Definitely. Definitely. And I hope both are listening. That would be fantastic. That would help this come together much quicker, much sooner. Quicker, sooner. I don't know. I always say when I say quicker, it doesn't sound right. Sooner. For some of you, there may be children involved too, so there's more than just me and you. You know, there's me, you, and my children, or me, you, and your children, that kind of thing. I do feel like they turn around and absolutely come back to you, because I don't, you know, I feel like they're going to realize that, you know, here they are worried about, well, I get bored, this or that, excuse me, this or that. Wow, that was loud. But really what they're afraid of, I feel also, is that someone's going to come in and sweep you up, sweep you off your feet if they don't get out of this mode. So I feel like they are starting to wake up, you know? But they are the typical situation that happens when we bring our past to our present. Because if they had healed their past, none of this would be taking place. I feel like I would do one more card on that. Two of Fire. Well, I feel for some of you on the feminine side, you know, this wasn't for nothing. I feel like this was also, you know, a chance for you to think, for you to decide. By the way, I want to make one thing very clear. I know I'm saying masculine and feminine, right? Male, female. Not necessarily. It is, you know, going quiet, I have to say, is more on the masculine side, but if you're doing that, then this would be you over here, even if you're female. Okay? So it doesn't have to be like the male not talking to the female. It can be male or female not talking, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. All right, so anyways, I feel like you needed this time. There was self-reflection that you needed to do also. You needed to make sure that he was the right choice, she was the right choice. But it absolutely looks like it's going forward. Let's do one more card on that. So 5 of Waters on that. You know, that's not seeing the positivity in a situation. That's only seeing the negative. It's only, you know, it's, you know, the 5 of Cups is about things not working out the way that we had hoped for them to work out. So we get into this woe is me kind of mode instead of seeing the positivity. Like, yes, the way they handle it is not correct, but this time of reflection was important for you too. And honestly, I feel like when this person comes back, they're coming the whole way back. Like, it just starts moving, you know. It just goes into long term. It's like, I love my life again. But both will be saying that. Definitely here, it feels like there's a lot of water signs that are being affected by that. But Earth also. And for some, it can be Virgo. I feel here like the silence started at the beginning of May, the end of April, like in that area. I mean, could be fire sign too. Okay, let's move back down to the next scenario. Chariot, beautiful. 6 of Earth. Sometimes I hate flipping these cards over. Beautiful. Not this time. I mean, honestly, sometimes I have a fear of like, I don't know if I'm ready to see what's below it, you know? For you guys, because I want everything to be good. Okay. Chariot. Could be dealing with Cancer here. So much water in this spread. You know, and the water could also be the emotions. A lot of emotions here. You know, a lot of emotions of, you know, what did I do wrong? Why did they not like me? What's going on? And then over on this side, it's like, you know, oh my gosh, it's moving quickly. I need to really make sure here. It's like, oh, how do I know? How do I know it's the right one? How do I know? Well, I feel like you're gonna tell them, you know. No, I feel like they already know. It's just like what they need to go through. And look at this down here. We got engagement right in the middle. I am noticing the placement of the chariot, though. You know, because where they, you know, it almost looks like he's going into the past. Like he's going to the past to bring someone back. I feel some of you are going through this engagement right now, or you were engaged, or this ends up in engagement, okay? But I kind of feel like maybe you are, only because I feel with the 6 of Earth, it's like, I feel like gifts will be coming to you, you know, like gifts of money, gifts of, you know, material things. Now, okay, so for some of you, this person is working very, very hard. I feel like maybe they're working very hard, especially if you are already engaged. It's like they're busted in their ass to pay for whatever is within this engagement, you know, like how many steps you want to take it, like the engagement party and, you know, I mean, come on, we can have a million different parties for engagement, but it all costs money. So I feel like you have one side over here, it's like, listen, this all costs money. Because I feel like you're old enough where you can't, you know, it's like we're not going to the dad. You know, we're not going to do the traditional way where the dad pays for everything and, you know, and then the father-in-law pays for the reception, that kind of thing. No, this is coming out of your own pocket. You know, I just want to say real quick, if that scenario fit you, I think you need to just take a second. I feel like you guys need to have a real conversation about this. Because I feel like, you know, with the Chariot over here, you know, I feel like you feel everything is under control, right? You feel it. Like I feel everything is under control. Everything is nice. But then you have this person over here, and this can be male, female, who's ever doing this. This person over here, it feels like they're busting their ass to pay for everything within here. But definitely feeling the solution is to start cutting things out. You might have to cut some people off your reception. You know what I mean? Because I feel like some of you just really don't have this money. Okay, so what I just heard is, well, this is once in a lifetime. And you're right, it is hopefully once in a lifetime. But it still doesn't mean, I mean, this is your choice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here preaching. I'm only telling you what I'm feeling, okay? I mean, you do whatever you want. But this person is feeling burdened by the financial expectations of this engagement. It doesn't have to be an actual engagement. It can be moving in together. It's something where it seems like the financial aspects are landing on the masculine. And the feminine is feeling, it's like you're completely surprised. You may be surprised by my statement, because I feel like you really don't know this. And I mean, this is an earth card, so if anyone's going to keep it quiet, it's going to be an earth sign. Okay, let's do some cards on that. And you could be a Cancer with an earth sign. You could be a water sign with an earth sign. And, but you'll know. I mean, come on, you'll know who you are here. All right, let's do a couple cards. Three cards. Six of air. Beautiful. Seven of earth. Tower. Okay, let's start over here with you. First thing I noticed about these two cards is they're back to back, right? They're going this way. You're going this way. Well, this is you both, okay? But it's like, this is where your thoughts were. So maybe this is, you know, almost like being in the clouds, not being realistic, not seeing the effort that has to go into all of this. But I think now you start to see it, because now it's like you're heading back in the right direction. You know, the Six of Air is also about, you know, things looking up, things looking up. I was going to say, I can see that some of you are going to a honeymoon, going on your honeymoon in a very exotic place. Very exotic. Very old. I don't even know what that means. An old country. Like, be like Jerusalem, or... But that's not, I don't know. I don't know if I consider that exotic. What I'm seeing is netting around a beautiful bed. It's a king-size bed. It's in a, it's in like, I don't know if it's a hotel or, you know, like a suite. But I see this beautiful king-size bed, and there's netting all around it. And it's not for it's not just for decoration. It is, like, you close that netting at night. So there's evidently mosquitoes or things like that that, you know, you just need to be aware of. So some of you are going on, that's where you're going on your honeymoon. Beautiful. Okay. We got the 7 of Earth. How interesting. We got the 6 and then the 7, right? So the 7 of Earth is about us planting our seeds. This is like the tree of life, right? And, you know, this is about your partner is planting, well, I want to say seeds of intention, but I feel like these are like, you know, she is being practical. Very, very, very practical. I feel like we have one side that wants to set up this very, very strong foundation. And then we have the other side that is more kind of like you're happy, but you're kind of, you're oblivious to this. You're oblivious to this. Then I have the Tower in between. So I'm hoping what the Tower is saying to you is just by being aware, we put an end to what feels like this block between the two of you. Just by being aware. Listen, having epiphanies, those are life-changing experiences. So that can, the Tower doesn't always have to be bad, right? Power just means it's an end. The universe is bringing it to an end. Well, you can say that I was brought to you through the universe to deliver this message. So you could become aware of the burdens that they're feeling. And not just the burdens that they're feeling, but also understand what you have here. Like, this is someone who is very, very, this is someone who's going to make sure you have a good life. That's important to them. It's just weird that they're kind of shutting themselves off right now. Well, I don't think they even, I think they understand that you just don't know. You're not looking at their perspective. You're only seeing it from your perspective. And your perspective is, I'm happy, I'm getting engaged, I'm getting married, yay! It's all coming, you know, my friends are going to come, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, everybody, you know. Aunt Kathy, who I haven't seen in 9 years, I decided to invite her. No, cut her off the list. Working too hard. All my school buddies, all my, you know, no. This is about your love. I mean, you do what you want. Do what you want. But just know what's going on this side, okay? Let's do a card on the Tower. See if that is what the Tower was for. Just like a, you know, like a revelation that leads to your perspective changing. That's, and I'm not trying to burst your bubble. Listen, I want you to love your engagement. You know, I want you to love this period of time. But yet I feel like there's a real need for you to be realistic at the same time. Especially because I feel some of you are taking a pretty expensive honeymoon too. And some of you might just be like, you know what, we have the money. So, we have the money. Well, good. I'm happy. I'm happy you have the money. Yet, nonetheless, there is that energy of somebody busting their butt. Okay. One card in the Tower. On the Tower. 7 of Fire. Well, 7 of Fire is... Oh, I'm sweating. 7 of Fire is about choosing your battles wisely. Period. So I feel like if you're going to talk to the person, it's more recognition of, listen, you know, maybe I haven't showed you or told you how appreciative I am of what you're doing to help with our foundation. I want you to know that I am. You know, it may be that they come to you, or this may have been why there's more silence. Maybe they did come to you and ask you to, you know, can we cut down on these expenses? And I feel like you were like, no way. No way, Jose. But I feel like now you're starting to see their perspective. So it's like, okay, choose my battles wisely. What does that mean in this scenario? Well, it means, you know, looking at things realistically. Like if Aunt Kathy doesn't come to my wedding, does that matter? Does Aunt Kathy even, is she even alive? I don't know. Like that kind of thing. You know, like would she even come if I invited her? I don't know. We haven't spoken in, I feel like 9 years. And so the person's saying, well, can we cut Kathy off the list? Can we just cut her off the list? And before you were like, no way. But now I feel like you're going to start saying, you're right, yes. Page of Fire. So that's beautiful. So I feel like this is you getting back to yourself, your beautiful self. This is you. I feel like now kind of coming together, and you know, I feel like this is both partners saying, okay, well, you know, I'm over here doing this part, like picking out the dress, picking out the flowers, and doing this, doing that. And if this is not engagement, you know, it could be like setting up a home, that kind of energy. Okay. And this one over here, of course, was supplying the finances. Not all of them, but the majority. That's where their focus is at anyways. I feel like now the two of you come together and you start talking about stuff and you work this out beautifully. Well, I love the High Priestess showed up here because, you know, the High Priestess, she wants you to consider carefully what it is that you want before the purchase, before acting, before the purchase. Just consider it carefully. I could be talking to some Aquariuses here too. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do... See, Tower is not always bad. I mean, that ended up in a beautiful... well, that popped out on its own, so I'm just gonna... It was my elbow knocked it over, but it's like, it came out by itself. We have the Emperor. Well, I'm not sure why the Emperor popped out, but let's see if he's got a message for us. So this could be an Aries, definitely. This could be your priest, your minister, this could be who's ever marrying you. Let's see what he has to say. I feel like he's got something to say. This may have nothing to do with this reading, but I feel like there's a message through him. I know one thing he says is be logical. Alright, so what else you got to say, Emperor? What else you got to say? What are you doing here? King of Air. The Moon. Queen of Fire. Well, here comes all of our people. Holy shit. Ace of Water. Beautiful. Okay. I want to take these up so I can concentrate more on what the Emperor was to say. And this is just, I mean, this is on top of the other reading. I just feel like the Emperor came out for a reason. He's got something to say to us. So we know the Emperor is a very strong character, right? Someone who's got a lot of wisdom. You know, they may not always be the most loving, but they are very dependable. Probably the most dependable. This could also be a father figure, too. Wow. I feel some of you, your parents aren't down for... Okay, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. This feels to me like a father figure in spirit. I feel like he is coming to tell someone who has been a little sad about your dad not being there. This could also be an older brother who has passed. Matter of fact, it might be both. And what I mean is I might be picking up on two different spirits here because they kind of feel different. It's kind of like the brother is trying to push in front of the father. The father won't have it. It's maybe the same family, like a father and a brother who have passed. I feel like this father is here to say, because I feel like you've just been thinking about him. And the sadness is that he will not be part of this, or he will not get to know the beautiful person. And I have to say, I feel like I'm talking to males and females here. I feel like you were just saying to yourself not too long ago, it's like, boy, I wish my dad was here to meet my love. And he's here. He's here. And so is someone's brother. And this is your older brother. They are here. And oh my gosh, they are so proud. They love your partner. Love your partner. I can see that there is a little, they love your partner. But they also want you to stay strong within yourself. I feel like there's okay, so I feel like I have a few fathers here now. Because I feel like one father is saying, listen, your professional life was so important. We talked about it. We talked about your professional life. And I feel like you're letting that go to, I hope someone's not asking you to set it down for them. Because this doesn't feel like a female who is, I'm not going to go to work because I'm going to stay home and raise my children. No, that's beautiful. If you have the luxury of doing that. I feel this is more someone who, you have a partner who is just like, we both don't need to work, this and that, but your dreams were important to you, and your dad knows that because you've discussed it many, many times. He may have even paid for your college before he passed, or he had started a college fund. So his message is, yes, it's a beautiful partner, but please keep your dreams alive. Keep your dreams alive. Because, baby, you're going places. You are going places. And it's from your knowledge. It's not just your knowledge. I feel it's like through your intuition, but also your knowledge. Which to me feels like school. Like you've gone to college, you graduated, you got that degree in your hand. You fell in love, and perhaps some of you met at school, and now for some reason you're setting down that degree. But not because you're going after a different passion. You're just setting it down. And your father is asking you, don't do that. We taught, like your father's saying, I remember the look in your eyes, this dream that you have. Please don't set it down. feel like the older brother here is someone who may have passed in a car accident. I feel it was rather quick. You know, like it was here today, gone tomorrow. Totally unexpected, that type of tragedy kind of thing. I just said tragedy, but I want you to know that his main message is he is fine. He is more than fine. Listen, I have a character here. I have someone who is, he likes himself. You know, it's like, I'm fine looking. I feel his message is to ask you to lay down your burdens because he's more than fine. That's what he's saying. Like, like I'm a warrior here, you know, like he's laughing, he's happy, he's peaceful. Let your worries down, okay? I feel some of you have been noticing within the last couple weeks, lights turning on and shutting off, TVs turning on and shutting off. Things being misplaced. We have a little trickster here. That's all. So I feel like, I don't know if this is another father or another brother, but I feel like they're being little tricksters. They're trying to freak you out. And then they're laughing. So it's not evil, it's funny. I mean, they're doing it. It's like they're watching you. I'm laughing because I've been through this. I know what this feels like in the beginning. I feel like they are literally laughing their asses off at you and your reaction to these things. Oh my God, I have tears coming down my eyes. Just say hello. That's what I heard. Just say hello. Don't fear us, you know? Oh my gosh, that's funny. I needed that laugh. I also feel like we have a lot of pets here too. We have a lot of pets. Not just dogs, but I feel like dogs, cats, oh my gosh, I feel like there's a what do you call, what's your name? Ferret. A ferret. A ferret in spirit. Dogs, cats. I feel like this is I feel like the emperor came out to open up the gate to allow these energies to come through for you. It's all coming from love. Please know that. It's coming from unconditional love. All of these messages. There are so many of you. Listen, we're always being watched over, protected, so to speak. Now, understand when I say that we're always being watched over. Like, they're not watching us go to the bathroom and stuff like that. No. And even if they did, I mean, they don't care. It's not like it's a different way of thinking, you know. It's different. But there are a lot of energies right now that just wanted to show up through this emperor. Thank you. That you have love surrounding you. And yes, you have a few jokers. But listen, they're only doing it. So I feel like they're doing it because you have been really down. And they're trying to snap your brain. Like they're trying to snap you out of it. Because whatever you're down about, they're like, change that. So they're trying to get your well, they're not even trying to get your attention. They just want you to get out of this negative headspace or sadness, and especially if it's about them. Please, I mean, I just got real serious all of a sudden. If it's about them, please know that they are more than fine. And what I'm hearing is some can help more on spirit side than they could here as in the human experience. I'm just supposed to leave it at that. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, any more messages? Any more messages? Okay, so I just got the same message, but it's from a female this time, saying the same thing about your degree. Huh, that's weird. Because I don't feel like these people are, I don't feel like this man and woman are related. Okay, so I feel like the king or the emperor just opened the door for someone else, and I feel like this spirit was saying, that's exactly what I want to say. That's exactly what I feel like I'm talking to a daughter. Well, I know I'm talking to a daughter. And the mother is saying, that's exactly what I wanted to say to my daughter. This mother is telling me that okay. She tries to get whoa, she's been trying to get this message to you for a while. But what she's saying is she tries to get messages to you. But you are not paying attention to your intuition. And she's asking you to start quieting your mind. Think of her. And I feel that you're going to start receiving where you could not, where, listen, Mom has been trying to get messages to you. These are not messages of warnings. These are messages of love. So she's saying, don't be afraid. Because I feel some of you who know the energy I'm speaking of, it's like you may be right on that, oh, I think I kind of feel it, but yet you're scared. Because you're dealing with the spiritual realm, and perhaps that makes you a little nervous, which is okay. It's okay. Okay, so if this is you, what she's saying is, you can ask me not to show myself and only to hear me. Or you can ask me to show myself, but I don't feel you're ready for that. So what she's saying is you don't have to see me to receive my messages. Just quiet your mind. She wants to come to you on your terms. And listen, if you're fearful about seeing, you know, a past loved one in spirit form, that's okay. You don't have to by any means. There's no, just let that go. But pay attention, because I feel like the TVs and the radios and, I mean, my candle has been going crazy, so I just shut them all off. You know, because I don't feel they were coming from my spirits. I feel they were coming from, you know, different people's spirits, and that's fine. But they kept doing it through my readings, and I couldn't, you know, sorry, I couldn't do it. Okay, so all these messages are coming from love, okay? And I think I'm going to leave it there, because I feel like that's, yeah. Well, they just agreed with me. So some of them were watching The Hangover with me last night, evidently, because they're asking you again to do the same. Wait, The Hangover? No, it does not have to be The Hangover. It can be any movie you want. Do not watch sad movies. This is about uplifting your spirits. So put yourself in the situation where you cannot help but be uplifted. Sometimes that's putting music on the radio and letting it blast. And even though you may sit in your chair sad, a song comes up or comes on, and you jump up and you just start dancing. That's what your loved ones are asking for too. It's like, if you can't control it in your mind, allow the control to come from the outside force, which will then turn your mind, your thoughts around. Don't hold yourself back, my dear. Don't hold yourself back, my dear. Okay. Whew. Okay. I still have tears going down my eyes. Well, thank you to this beautiful energy who opened a door for everyone else. So thank you. And I thank you guys. I hope this brings you some clarity. Yeah, I hope this brings you clarity. I don't want to put the cards away. I feel like I'm not ready to put them away. All right, guys. You know I love you. I love you to death. And I don't know. This was just a random reading that I felt needed to get out to help address some of the energies out there. I feel a lot more relieved. The truth shall set us free. The truth shall set us free. I expect good things to happen, and so they do. I expect good things to happen, and so they do. Money flows to me easily, and from all sources. Money flows to me easily, and from all sources. Love comes to me with no questions. Love comes to me with no questions. Do your affirmations, guys, okay? I love you. Love you to death. Thank you for allowing me to channel your family. It felt, I feel so good. They put a real swing in my step. I don't know why I just said that. A real swing in my step. So somebody, someone who says that, put a real swing, because my words went blank, but somebody just put in my head, a real swing in my step. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.